I have no idea where you think you're taking us. I'm sure this is the place, Mario. I mean, I see them right there. Yeah, welcome guys. Have a seat at the table. I'm gonna go do stuff on the board. I'm getting front row. Can't miss on this class. This is probably gonna be the only class I actually like. Yeah, Luigi, whatever. I'm gonna go sit back here. Yeah, Stocky Kong seems like a cool guy so far. I think we might actually like a class for once. You have no idea, Yellow 4. All my life, class has never been interesting. This might change that. Alright, well, it's been 15 minutes and I think that's everybody. Welcome to meteorology class, people. I'm Donkey Kong. I'm gonna be your professor for meteorology class. Now, let me write some information on the board here. Meet time. So, our meet time is going to be 3 to 4 p.m. every Friday. You understand, class? Yes, sir. We got it. I'm in this class too. Yellow 2, what are you doing here? I had to sign up for meteorology. Oh. Yep, this is meteorology class. Let me make sure this thing is set properly. 70, 71 high, ventilation, auto, Friday, 4:18 p.m. Yeah, that looks correct. It's actually 3:18, but who cares? And our room number, let me check out here. And just as I thought. Alright, let me write down the room number here real quick. Alright, so, Brookside S236. I apologize for the room change. The, upstairs one is booked. But this is our room. And, it was labeled wrong on your schedules anyway, so you guys can go ahead and fix that. Professor Kong, you spelled Brookside wrong. Right, what up? Oh, you are absolutely correct. I am sorry about that. Let me go ahead and fix that. Alright. Erase that and write the right spelling. Thanks for pointing out that mistake. Oh, come on. I guess that's closer. Whatever. Proceed. Alright, so here we are going to be teaching meteorology. This is what it shows up as on your schedules, VSC 155, aka Vegan Meteorology. So we're going to be teaching meteorology here. That way all of you will become future meteorologists just like me. I currently am the meteorologist for 333 News, and I do a phenomenal job according to what Wario says, and all the reviews by our viewers. Oh yeah, I've seen your forecasts. They are great. I really want to know how it's done. Right, well we're going to go ahead and jump into the basics today. Hopefully you've all memorized the meet time, the room, and what class number this is, because that's going to be important. And of course, I'm Donkey Kong. You may call me Donkey Kong, or you may call me Professor Kong, whatever the heck you want to do. And just before we get started, I'm going to check if the windows are vibrating. I have no idea how the heck Donkey Kong is qualified to even be a teacher or professor or anything, but I guess this is alright so far. Not vibrating. Oh, thank you for the comments, Mario. I greatly appreciate your compliment. Alright, let's go ahead and get started now. Man. Alright, oh my goodness. There we go. Now we can get started. It kind of sucks that I have to use a tiny eraser. We don't have a big one here. Anyways, your first step to becoming a meteorologist is understanding the weather. Oh, alright. Let's get started with that. What do you mean by understanding the weather, though? Well, in most cases, they jump into some really complicated stuff that not even I understand, so I'm going to be starting very, very basic with you guys. And in terms of understanding the weather, we're going to start with icons. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw some icons here, and I want you guys to tell me what exactly they mean, like, what icon is it? Let's start with the most basic one of all. Alright, you guys know what this is? That's the sun, right? That is correct. Good job, Luigi. This here is the sun. And in meteorology terms, we use this to denote sunny skies. Alright, next up, I'm gonna go ahead and go right next to the sun here. What is this icon? Hey, looks like a cloud. Yes, very good, Blue 7. This here is a cloud. And in meteorology terms, we use this to say cloudy or cloudy skies. So yeah, let's go ahead and go on the other side of somewhere I get a little more room to work with here. Next up, I'm gonna do this. Alright, does anybody know what this means? Kinda hard to see from back here. You should get glasses, Yellow 2. That looks like partly cloudy, mostly sunny, whatever it is. Good job, Yellow 4. This right here, by default, partly cloudy skies, but you can use different levels of cloud cover to denote mostly sunny or mostly cloudy as well. But by default, this is partly cloudy. I just want you guys to remember that. Alright, let's move over this way, and I'm going to do a little bit of a more intricate design here. Alright, let me actually do this too. There you go, close enough. What is this icon?
It kinda looks like a snowflake to me.
Ding ding ding, that is correct, it's a snowflake. So we use this to denote snow. And that's exactly what we've been doing for a while now because it's winter. So yeah, that is snow. If I go over here, let me do another icon. Alright, what is this icon?
Oh hey, looks like it's raining.
Yes, Luigi, it is in fact raining in this icon. Now the correct terminology is something that people do whenever they need to clean themselves up after a hard day of work.
Oh, well, I don't know, but I usually shower after a hard day of work. That got to be cleaned up.
Right you are, Yellow 2. This denotes showers. We use the terminology showers when doing meteorology with this weather icon here. It is a picture of rain, but we use the terminology showers because that's how meteorology is done.
I like this class so far. That seems to make sense to me. Alright, keep going.
Alright, let's proceed. Next up, got a cloud here. In that, what does this icon mean?
Harry Potter, thunderstorms.
Right you are, Blue 7. We got a cloud right here, and we have the scar from Harry Potter's head, and this icon means storms. Thunderstorms is the full way to say that, or T-storms for a shorter method, but we usually just say storms, because that's all that's really necessary to know. Because, well, they're storms. Alright, moving on, I may have to go down here to a sub-level now to draw the rest of the icons. Alright. Alright, I did my best. What is this icon?
And not gonna lie, something that happens a lot here is the rain mixes with snow, and that looks like rain and snow combined with each other.
Yes, indeed, Mario. Rain and snow are combined with each other in this scenario here. We got the cloud, rain, and snow. And what happens when two things are combined and they, combine in a way that they kind of become one, but they're not?
That kind of reminds me of mixing.
Mixing. Good job, Yellow 2. What we call this is a wintry mix, because we have mixing of rain and snow, and this is only something that is possible in the winter, so that's why we call it a wintry mix. Good job.
Thank you. It's hard to see from back here, but I can interpret what I'm hearing perfectly fine. Let me just sit back down.
Alright, we got a couple more to go through here. I'm gonna use these dots to represent snowflakes. Alright, does anyone know what this icon means?
Let's see, a cloud, a snowflake, bunch of snow. Is it, it looks like snow to me, but could it be like more snow than just snow?
Why, yes indeed, Luigi. This can be more snow than just snow. This icon right here is heavy snow. I want you to really grasp the difference between this icon and this icon. If you see just a snowflake like this, it means light to moderate snow or just flurries, and something like this is heavy snow. So you gotta be able to differentiate between the two. That's gonna be a big part of understanding meteorology, because this is not exactly the same as this. This is snow in much more magnitude than this. You understand?
Understood, Donkey Kong.
Alright, one more icon to go. Let's see, cloud. Alright, what is this icon?
Whoa, hardest one for last. Raining while the sun is out, it looks like. Blue 7, that's impossible. That's like a roaming chance of showers with the sun being out in other parts of the day or something.
Yeah, I've seen that icon being used with the term spot showers before too.
Yeah, I think it's showers one part of the day, sun another part of the day or something.
Well, you guys are all eager to answer. We got several inputs on that one. Anyways, the correct terminology for this icon spot showers, AM showers, or PM showers. Any of the three will do. This denotes spot showers, AM showers, or PM showers because it's showers for part of the day and then sun for another part of the day. So you can see it's a combination of this and this because one part of the day will be sun and the other part of the day will have rain and showers. So that is what that icon means, and those are your basic weather icons. That's kind of, well, actually, I've got one more. What's this?
It looks like a moon.
It is indeed a moon. The moon's got a bite taken out of it too. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Our weather icons, you know, our new weather icons that we're planning have a full moon, but you know, this moon's got a bite taken out of it. In any case, this is what we use at night to represent clear skies, a moon. And if we're representing cloudy skies at night, still use the cloud. If we represent partly cloudy skies at night, we take the partly cloudy icon, but instead of the sun, we put a moon on it like that. So yeah, that is all of your basic weather icons now. Hopefully you all understand and grasp the concept of basic weather icons. I'm gonna go ahead and move forwards now, because we still have some time left.
Wait, before you erase that, I want to get a picture for reference. This is a really cool reference.
Oh, a picture? Go right on. I'm gonna stand out of the way here. Get your picture.
Thank you, Donkey Kong. Alright, you can move forwards now.
Alright, let me go ahead and erase all this. This might take a bit.
Can I go fix the clock so that we're not confused on the time while you're erasing all that?
Oh, why certainly, Mario. Go ahead.
Great. Alright, let me go ahead and fix this. There we go. It's 3:42 p.m. There we go. Alright, now we got the right time. Jesus, you were like a wizard with that thing.
Alright, finally, everything is erased. Alright, what was the time?
I got 3:42.
Okay, we still have time to do some more stuff. Be mindful that class ends at 4. Alright, so next we're going to do a few more important things for basic terms of meteorology. So next up, I'm going to draw 2 letters here. H and L. Now, these 2 letters are very, very important. Although you think they're just 2 letters, they're very important in terms of forecasting storms. So I want you to tell me what the H and the L mean.
The H is an H and the L is an L? High and low. I know that means high and low, but what kind of high and low? High pressure, low pressure. That's my final answer.
Ah, yes. Good job, guys. The H this stands for high pressure, and the L as you probably would have guessed if you knew high pressure already. The L stands for low pressure. Now, the reason that high and low pressure are important is high pressure, what we have is we have air moving in a clockwise notation. It moves like that, so it circles around like that. And low pressure, the air moves in the opposite direction. It moves counterclockwise. And that's why nor'easters do the things that they do. They spin like that, because those are areas of low pressure. In any case, what high pressure usually does is it causes for very mild conditions. Like the sun, because the air is so pressurized that there's not a lot of room for convection to take place. Whereas with low pressure, that's when you get all your crappy weather, like all these showers, nor'easters, and storms and stuff, because the pressure is low enough for the convection currents to take place, so that air will rise up and precipitate back down. And of course, low pressures tend to have that swirling motion, you know, the counterclockwise motion. And high pressures tend to have a counterclockwise motion, which just comes in the forms of wind, whereas low pressure is actually circulating that moisture as well.
Ah, now I'm starting to get lost.
Yeah, so I don't want to make this too complicated, so, you know, just remember high pressure, nice weather, clockwise motion, and low pressure, crappy weather, counterclockwise motion. That's kind of all you need to know, so hopefully that's easy enough to remember. High pressure, you know, all that stuff. High pressure goes clockwise, brings nice weather. Low pressure goes counterclockwise, brings crappy weather. And I think I'm going to introduce you one more thing before we dismiss today. Let me get my eraser.
This is the greatest class of my life so far, Luigi. What do you think? I'm right there with you, Yellow 4. Greatest class ever.
Alright, now one more thing that's very important in reading meteorology and weather maps and forecasts is going to be a series of lines that go across the map. And there are two distinct types of lines. Well, actually, there are more complicated ones that we'll get into later, but right now I'm going to do the two basic ones. I'm going to start with this and this. Alright, so what do these mean? Let's see if any of you know already.
I've got no idea. One of them just looks like a little curve that has round bumps on it, and another one that looks like it has spikes. I'm kind of with Blue 7 there. They just look like lines with bumps and spikes. I don't know if there's any special connotations to them. Oh, come on, Luigi. They're fronts.
Very good, Yellow 4. These here are fronts. Just write that up there. These are fronts. They look like this, which is a little bit weird, but this is what the Weather Service uses, especially when, you know, predicting storm forecasts. So this right here is a warm front. These are usually red, and they usually have a rising motion coming out of the south, bringing warm air following them. That's what the whole terminology of warm front is, and that's why it's called a warm front, because it's got warm air. It's the front of a warm air mass, so that's why we terminologize it like that. And this one, the one with the spikes, is a cold front. These are usually blue, so of course that represents the cold air, and usually they are flowing from the north or from the west. They bring cold air behind them. That's why they're called a cold front. And, well, either one of these can bring whatever the heck they want with them, but just remember, warm front, warm air, red, bumps, cold front, cold air, and we've got the spikes, and it's blue. So yeah, those are your fronts. These are the two basic fronts. We'll get into more types of fronts later on in the course, but just remember warm front and cold front for now, because they're very basic, and there's no way you can screw this up, right? Warm, cold. Warm, cold. Yeah, so yeah, those are your fronts. I'm gonna go ahead and erase now, and we'll wrap up class here.
You know what? That actually wasn't so bad.
Alright, so we got just a few minutes left here, and one more thing before I dismiss all of you. If you guys want to see my forecasts, be sure to do this. Alright there, so if you guys want to see me doing meteorology live like a professional, tune in to 333 News at the 333 Ryan on YouTube. There you'll be able to see me doing all my meteorology stuff, including 7-day forecasts, current conditions, storm forecasts, and more. So if you want to learn from the best expert and get some real hands-on experience with seeing meteorology firsthand, go ahead and tune in there. That'll probably teach you everything you need to know about meteorology, and watching the weather over time is going to give you a lot more experience with, knowing what all of the icons and stuff mean. Trust me, it's a good idea. Tune in to 333 News, you won't regret it. Very entertaining as well, so yeah. I highly recommend you do this, because it's going to help you a lot through the course. It'll solidify your understanding of all the icons and help you memorize, because you're going to be seeing them pretty much every week. Alright. Without further ado, that's going to wrap up today's class. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you next Friday. Have a good day, everybody.
Best class ever. Kinda sucks that it's over, but we get to ow. Dang it.
We get to come back next week, Luigi. Come on, let's go.
I fell on the floor again. Alright, I'm coming.
This is actually a great class, I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I actually learned a lot.
Alright, guys, let's go. I got some medical work to do. We'll catch up with you in a bit, Mario. Alright, well, I really gotta get to my medical stuff.
Oh, I had no idea he was a medical major. So, what do you guys want? We just want to say, best class ever, Donkey Kong. Keep doing what you're doing. You are great.
Yeah, exactly what Yellow 4 said. You're phenomenal, Donkey Kong. Keep teaching. I hope you stay in this position for the rest of your life. Well, maybe not the rest of your life, but for a long time to come, because everybody's gonna love this class.
Anyway, thank you guys. I greatly appreciate the comments. So, yeah, I hope I raised the board well enough. Well, you guys can get going now. I just gotta check the windows vibrating one more time, and then I can close up the room. Thanks for attending, guys, and thanks for the compliments.
Alright, I'll see you next week, Donkey Kong.